Hello, welcome everyone. Today we're going to learn how to purchase a host, how to link it up with your domain name, how to install WordPress, how to set up your WordPress, and also how to install the tools and start making your website. Okay, so in this course, you're going to learn all of those very quickly. Now, the first thing you need, we have other courses like this. You can go watch them, more detailed courses on different kind of hosts and different kind of plans and which one to choose. I made courses on that in the past. You can go check that out. This will be only focused on getting the plan we want and then getting to install things we want. Okay, so why we are doing this course is because over time, HostingGuard changes their dashboard or their interface or their appearance, the way their platform looks, and we need to actually follow the trend because we need to make sure we are actually in line with the guidelines they actually provided. So it's now easier for our students or persons watching to understand the new changes and how to actually make them take effect going forward. So we actually purchasing a host and domain in this particular one, and we are going to be showing you step by step what to do and everything you need to know about the new hosting interface. So for this, we are not going to be using this. First thing you need is your email. Make sure you are logged into your email, okay? Make sure you are logged into your Gmail. Create a Gmail account, a new Gmail account. Then you see the option here. You see that I actually used host at the end. Okay, why I use this is it becomes easier for me to note which one is my client email and which one is the hosting email. I do it a lot. As you can see from here, we actually used it here. Okay, so you make it easier for you to actually keep track, and it becomes easier for you to log in. Anytime you want to log in, you don't need to start thinking if this is the name or not. So we get the email ready and we are good to go. Next thing you need to do, the link we provide in the description of this video, you get into katastudios.com and you hover over others and you see get host, click on get host and you'll be in. If you can't find it there, you can scroll down till you get to get host at the bottom. Why you use this link specifically is for two reasons. One of which is that when you use our link, we get a little commission and you get at least 10% extra from what you usually get when you're purchasing this host. Number two is that when you use our link, you stand the chance to actually get a premium license of a tool which you want to use for building your website. So you don't need to spend $59 or $60 extra to purchasing a plugin which you are going to use in starting up your design. So what you need to do once you purchase our host, show a proof of that. Then what you need to do is to chat me through WhatsApp or any other medium and show me the proof, and I will have to install the plugin for you and activate the license. So with that out of the way, all we need to do is to click on others, or we scroll down till we get to host and we click on it. The same thing. So we'll be linked into this particular platform. And what we need to do is either click on claim deal. If you click on claim deal, it will pull you down to this particular section and still scroll down, it's still the same thing. So we are choosing this plan, which is a premium plan, basic plan for basic websites. So click on that. So next we need to do is to log in, okay? But we're not just going to do that here. First off, let's select how many months we need. Don't just proceed with the rest of the thing. You see the price here is going to be very, very high for you. Okay, so next thing you need to do is to select on the plan you want. For this, we want just 12 months of this plan. So scroll down and you're going to see the details of the first 12 months and when it's going to last till. So scroll down, you're going to see the cost of that particular plan. The next thing you need to do is to click on create account. You're not going to click on login, just click on this icon. Since we are logged into our Gmail, all we need to do is click on this icon and we will be led to a platform where we will select our plan like this. Okay, so we select our email account. Then we click on continue and give it approval. Okay, now you can see we are logged in at the top right corner. Okay, you see it. So now once you confirm that you're logged in and you confirm this is in 2 months, what you need to do is now fill in your information and select your payment channel. For now, we are going to be using PayPal. And for this, the name remains this. The last name, we can leave it empty. Let's call that something. Okay, plumbing. Okay, then the phone number, we leave it empty. We can always fill this later. The country, we select what country the person belongs to or what country we want to use. Actually, when you're buying a host, buy it with your detail. Don't buy it with your client's details, because whenever you are receiving notification, they don't understand what those informations are. Possibly when the domain or host is expiring, they may not understand that, but you understand best so you can inform them earlier before time. So we can click on submit on secure payments so we can proceed with making our payments. All this information can always be filled in later. So if you have your credit card, select on that, fill in your credit details, and then you are good to go with your purchase. So now we are done. We can proceed to making payments through PayPal. You'll be required to log in. The login detail, fine. Click on login. And once we are in, we need to make payments. Click on agree. Perfect. So now the payments have been made, transaction completed, and the process of setting up your hosting account will begin. Now, let me make it very clear. When you purchase a host for the first time, you are getting a free domain name and also getting a free SSL certificate. SSL means Secure Server Layer. So Secure Server Layer means you have the security already automatically installed. And even if you add subdomains, automatically you get a new SSL certificate. So you get free SSL certificate, you get email, and you get a free domain name. Okay, so now we have the question, are you building this website for yourself or for a business, for someone? We are building it for someone, and we click on proceed. You can actually skip this if you don't want to answer any question. Okay, do you want to create or migrate? If you want to migrate, it means you want to bring your website from another platform to this. So you want to transfer the domain from there. So we need to create, we are not migrating. So we click on next. Then here it says, do you want to install WordPress or you want to install hosting card? We don't want to install any of this because I want to show you how to install WordPress right from the dashboard. You can also do that from here if you want to go and ease, but we don't want, so we need to click on skip from over here. So here it's asking us to select our domain name, available domain name. So let's go pick our domain name where we stored it. Remember, I told you to make sure all of these things are confirmed. And by the way, before we proceed, let me show you something very quickly. Okay, before, when a client sends you a detail, you get to hostinga.com, you check on domain, click on domain to check if the domain name is actually available. Okay, click and paste it and search. Now, as you can see, we have this available. It's very available. Domain name is available. You see the domain name. Confirm it very well before you proceed. Actually, you can even send it to the client to confirm if the domain name is correct. If we search for this domain.com, you see that the domain.com is not available. You see it from here. Powerhouse is not, it's already taken. So make sure you confirm your domain name availability before you proceed. So we paste in our domain name and confirm if it is available. You see it's available as we see from here, just as we confirm from that. Now we have it for free for the first 1 year, and after 1 year we'll be paying $15 or $16 every year. Okay, so we select on that because that's the domain we want to work with and proceed. So now we need to create our personal account or company accounts. Click on that and fill in the information you want from here. Province here should be Lagos, city, Ikeja, address, 13 Napoleon Street, zip code, phone number here, very important. Okay, so fill in the phone number you wish to use, but for this case, let's use phone number from copy, and we fill in the phone number through V. Clear this out, 0, clear this out, and clear this out. Good. So we proceed to finish registration. Now it's asking us, do you confirm that this email is, you see, we made a mistake here. We're supposed to fill in the email, client email we want to use here, and which is very important. We made that mistake from here. So that information will be what? Proven. So they show us information to what? Confirm. That's why I love this. It makes it easier for us not to make mistake. So we paste in the current email we want to be using for this, and the name, we have to fill it in. Powerhouse, and we are good to go. Let's finish the registration. So you confirm again. We say yes, we want to confirm that. So just wait a couple of moments and the process will complete and you'll be good to go. I just intentionally have to wait for us to pass through all this process one after the other so that I'll show you everything line by line. Now, you see this information, very important, okay? Whatever country you belong to, make sure that the IP or the location you are selecting is close to the country you are. If you're in Africa, make sure the locations you are selecting are close to you. As you can see, when we hover on India, it shows a red sign because those areas are far or further from our location. We select Brazil. Brazil is close to us. You see it? You select this, Indonesia is not close. You select France is close. You select United Kingdom is close. And this other one is close, but not very close. But these ones are more closer than the other. So we can either choose United Kingdom, or we choose this location, which is France. Click on this. You can see France. You can see all of the locations that have the green sign. It means that these locations are more approved than others. So we choose United Kingdom and we proceed. So we wait for it to initialize the process, and after a while it's done. Okay, fine. So now we are actually logged into our hosting account. Now, there are important things you need to do immediately you get a domain. Don't just get a domain and start installing WordPress and doing the rest of the things. See our dashboard. This is not the main homepage. This is the homepage where you're going to find how your dashboard looks like. This is how the current dashboard looks like. You can add new widgets, which I'll be talking about in the later part. And you see, we have a domain name and we have the hosting account here. Now, we are not done. We need to what? Approve this particular domain name. If we go to domain, let's click on domain. Let's go to website, not domain. You see all of these tabs here, you can get to different locations from here. So we get to website. You see our website is running completely perfect. Then go to dashboard. Okay, we have our email, everything is working perfectly well. So first thing you need to do is to go into billing and disassociate your payment channel from the domain name and the hosting. Why you do so is so that you won't be automatically charged in the future without your notice. So we go over here, click on it and click on disable, click on option and disable. Okay, now how you find that is in the billing. Okay, you see it, auto renewal is disabled. You go to the second one, do the same thing, click on the arrow. Okay, click on disable, and just select one option and disable. Okay, so now we have the two disabled and we can go into our payment method now and remove the payment method if we want. So this is the paper we used, so we can click on remove. If they are not disabled and connected to the payment, you can't remove your payment channel. So we can have remove it. Whenever the client wants to pay for this, they can add their own card. So first thing we have met with here is the home page where we can see everything about our platform. You can manage our host from here and manage our domain name from here. So now we are here. We can go to our dashboard. So let's install WordPress immediately. Now, remember, I talked about the homepage. I talked about the website, the hosting. Also, you find the hosting, or if you have multiple hosting in this same account, you can find all of them here. Your email is where you can create your email in case you want to create, clients want you to create a custom email. But in this case, the client actually want us to use their own email. So it is easier like that using their own Gmail, but we can create a custom email from that end if you want to. Okay, auto renewal is disabled if you want to enable it here, and billing. Every other thing here we have discussed. Here is your information in case you want to see the security information, account sharing. In case you want to share this hosting account with your client, you can click on account sharing. And over here, you can what? You don't need to request access. You need to click on grant request and then grant request. From here, you're going to fill in the client email, then select whichever one you want. If you want the client to pay for this host and manage this host in general, see everything is happening in this host, you can click on this. If you want the client to actually work on their own domain only, make sure you select only manage service. Then click on this and select on the service you want the client to manage. The domain name only, select on it. Okay, don't select on domain name and host, only domain name, and you are good to go. No, don't select this if you don't want the client to make payment for future hosting account. Don't select this. Then when you fill in the email, you can now click on grant access. They will receive an email for them to get access to this. Once they click on the email, they need to create an account, and they get in. They will now see everything that you can see from here, like everything they can see in their email, exempting the other from their hosting account, exempting the other domain name. Okay, so now we get into the dashboard. Let's proceed. And here is your account sharing and all of that. Account sharing, after account sharing, see account activity, referrals, migrating websites, and getting help. You can also click on this option to get help. They reply very quickly. So now we need to install WordPress. So what you need to do is simple. Just get into the website, click on the website, and click on auto install over here. Okay, very simple. Everything is just in front of you. So we click the option. If you are building with an WooCommerce, we select on this option. It will install WordPress and WooCommerce. But if you are building only WordPress, just select on the WordPress option. So from now, we need to fill in the website title. Okay. So here is the website title. We fill it in. I think it should be the client website name, House Plumbing, and the admin email. We already have it, but we have to change it because this is the hosting one. So be careful over there. We put the main client email as the admin. This is the email that will receive all notifications from WordPress or from their website in case you create a form for them, for people to chat them out and all of that. You're going to get all of those information from here. So admin account name, we will have to copy this and also use it here. Admin password. Okay. So now we are done. We can click on advanced. These options, you can leave them as they are. Don't do anything from here. Just this is all you need to do. Then click on next. So from here, make sure it is installing the latest version of PHP. You can click that and select on the latest version. So we use 8.1 for now, which is currently tested and working for all platforms. So in this particular place, here is WordPress version. Make sure it's always on the latest version. Select on your language. In this particular place, asking us, do we want to be updating our WordPress plugins automatically? If you enable this turn off automatic updates, it will turn off all automatic. It will require you to install or update those plugins manually yourself. But if you enable this, it will what? Update minor updates like basic plugins. It won't update like WordPress itself or update like the plugin you use like Elementor or Oxygen Page Builder. It will update minor plugins which are just like extensions. But if you enable this, it will update everything. Our advice is, since you are starting up, turn off automatic application updates and click on install. So you're going to wait a couple of while. Then we get to our dashboard. Let me show you some other basic settings we need to do. So you can skip this. We don't need this. Cancel this. We don't need this. Now we are faced with our overview. So allow this to load all our details and then load all our backup information. So here is our main dashboard. Now we're going to get out of this place so we can get in again, so you know how we can find this place in case you are done installing. So get to your websites. Okay, click. Now we see two options. We have admin panel and we have dashboard. If you click on admin panel, it will lead you directly to WordPress to start editing or designing whatever you are doing. If you click on dashboard, directly to take us to this part. Instead of showing auto install, it will now show WordPress overview. You see that what auto install disappeared. So what you need to do from here is to what? Click on this option. See here we have premium hosting, we have our domain active. Here is where you see all our information. Let's refresh this again and see if we have our email. If we don't, then we unlock this option. If it is scrapped, I would like it because it makes us go back and forth in most cases. So I think they may have found a better way to actually fix that issue. I think that's okay. So in case in the future, you didn't see this option, in the future you realize that your website domain is disconnected. If your website domain is disconnected, go back to the email and find this particular timeline and check. You will receive that email. Okay? The email usually is like, you should what? Activate, or you should verify your email. Simple. From Hostinger, verify your email. So click on the option. There is a button that will appear when you open it. Click on option to what? Verify. Now we are done. You see the email. You can create email whenever you want from here, and you can manage your backup. Now we are done. We can click on WordPress overview. So click on WordPress overview. We will not get to that place I'm talking about. So from here, you can, for instance, you have an issue in WordPress. You want to actually fix a plugin is giving you issue, and you can't get into WordPress anymore. You can get into security and disable the plugin right from here by clicking this or even deleting it totally. So now we are in this place. You can see force HTTPS is enabled. This is for SSL security. This thing that shows the option at the top here. It's a HTTPS. Usually it's supposed to be HTTP, but now it's HTTPS because of that option is enabled. Okay. Now maintenance mode is in case you don't want your website. Let me enable this and show you what your website is going to look like from the front end. So we click on the option and copy link. We open incognito mode. Do we even need to open incognito mode? Let's open that and we paste our domain. Remember, the domain now is active. We enter. You see, it is going to show us coming soon mode like this. But we need a professional coming soon. So I think I have made a tutorial on how to create a coming soon mode. But by the way, this is just basic thing we need. Okay. So if you enable that, the client, if they try to log in, they won't be able to see. So if you finish creating your coming soon, you can disable this and enable your coming soon. But for now, we are going to enable it. Light speed, you need to disable it because once you are designing, your cache need to be disabled. Until you are done designing, you enable it. Caching system makes your website not show the most recent update you did. So when you are designing a website, you need to be seeing the most recent updates as you are refreshing. So disable this light speed, and whenever you are done with the website, you can enable it. It can speed up your website ×3 when you enable it. Okay. WordPress updates. No automatic updates enabled. Leave this as it is. SSL certificate is activated. Leave it as it is. Every other thing is perfectly working fine. Okay, so these are basic things you need to do from this end, nothing more. Then you can click on what? admin panel so that I can get to your WordPress panel. Now you have this particular page. It can now lead us to the admin panel, which is the WordPress. Now you can see all of the information from this left angle. You can see we have dashboard, WordPress. You can go check them out. Click on host. You can see hosting plan, resources, performance. You can see speed, performance, analytics, security. You can see our malware server check and all of that. Email, domain name, website. Click on the website. You can see auto install, migrating website, copying website, error page, logo maker, and all of that. These are not necessary. Click on file. You can see your backup and restore file. You can actually restore your files if your websites have issue. I'm going to be having a different tutorial on how to restore a website that is down, a website that have issue. You can restore them easily. So we are now in our dashboard. We are faced with Hostinger main part, but we need to get into dashboard. So this is dashboard and how it looks. These are everything you need to see from here. Now, there are very basic important things I want you to do. Number one, when you get to the dashboard, click on the dashboard and click on this screen option at the top corner. Click on it and it will bring out this drop down. Now, you may need to do this after you are done installing all plugins, but I want to just show you. So when you are done installing all plugins, come back to this screen option, enable it, usually in the dashboard area, enable it and disable all of these things. So your platform will be clean. As you see, as clean as it is, you can collapse it again. So the next thing we need to do from here is to install our plugins. If you want to install our plugins and then do the basic settings. Now, before installing our plugins, let's do one other thing. You need to get into posts, okay, and delete this post. If you don't delete these posts, there will be a lot of comments coming into your client's website and the client will know where the comment is coming from. So this is just like a blog post. Usually shows as a post in your platform, just as a sample post. So we need to delete that. Make sure you delete that, very important. Trash that out so that there won't be too much of notification coming to your client's email. Once you're done, hover over settings, then go over general, which is the first one we need to check out. So check out if everything is okay from your powerhouse. Then this is the tagline where you need to put what the brand is about, like social media marketing management or plumbing work made easy, anything like that. Then you can put choose a site icon. Site icon is a favicon, like what you are seeing from here. I also made a lesson tutorial on the YouTube channel, which you can learn how to add a favicon to your website. All of these icons that make it easy for you to navigate different website platform is what we call favicon. You can choose that from here. Make sure it's on square. And make sure your website name is on HTTPS. Make sure it's on S. There's an S added to it. Make sure the email is correct. You can also change that from here. In case you have a new client email, you can also clean up this, change this one from here. Okay? Anyone can register? No. Leave it as it is and scroll down. Everything is okay from here. We can save. So after we are done with that, next thing we need to do is to create a page, at least a home page. Do not get to doing settings without creating a home page. So get to pages, then add new. Okay, we add in our home page, click on publish again. So once you're done, go back to WordPress, scroll down until you get to reading. Okay, settings. Then in general settings, make sure you confirm that everything is perfectly okay from here. Okay, all the information you fill, you can change the email from here if you want to. All the information you click is okay. Again, you can click on saving. Okay, tagline is the detail you need to put beneath. That is going to be the detail that is going to follow up the name of the website. The name of the website, then the detail is just like the objective. For instance, as you can see from here, we have this house perfect beauty accessories. Okay, we have this option, social media marketing and management. So this is just a kind of objective of the brand, what the brand stands for, what the brand is actually looking towards, problem they are looking to solve. So feed that information, we are good to go with the general settings. The next, you need to skip the writing. We don't need to do anything in the writing area. So click on the reading area. Okay, so here we need to select on this option that says a static. Select on it. Then on this, we have to select on home. Select on home. Then post, you can leave this as empty. Then click on save. You see what I did? Static home, because we have created the home page. Now we have a page available. If you don't create a home page, you might not even see this option to deal with. After that, you need to get down to permalink. Make sure your permalink is on post name. Make sure this is always on post name. If you come here to check, it's not on post name, select on post name and save your work. So the next thing, you can go to your settings from here, check on the right corner, right top, click on it, and you can do some basic settings from here. You can change the theme of your WordPress itself. Switch it to whatever you want. Whatever I prefer is fair enough for you. But for me, I think this is okay. Then scroll down, you're going to see the username. This is where you easily copy your username from your client, for your client. And you can scroll down here. Then here is where you change your password. You want to set a new password, click on this, set a new password and save. You can now use the new password. In case you don't know the old password, this you have to change your password. You can add a profile image, which is not necessary from here. Then you save your work and you're good to go. Okay, so we are done with all of that. You need to start building a website, but we can't build a website without a plugin. So we need to click on option to install a plugin. So this is where we install all plugins we want to. See, the light speed cache is disabled as we did from the hosting account. So which means anything we are doing for that platform is actually reflecting over here. So we add a new plugin. Okay, so from here we can search for whatever plugin we want to install from here. And my first favorite font I usually install is the Smooth Scroll. So you can type scroll, and you're going to find that plugin. Scroll down. This is the one I'm talking about. This one exactly. Okay, you want to install Elementor, you can click on install. So we click on install Smooth Scroll. Once you install, you'll be prompted to actually activate. Wait, and you see the activate button, click on activate. So you don't need to do anything about this Smooth Scroll. If you go to your front end of your website, scroll, it is very smooth in scrolling. Okay, so we are done installing that. We want to install a manual. This is how to install an automatic plugin. If you search for it, for instance, you want to install Elementor, you search for Elementor, you click on install button, and you can proceed with the rest of the settings. Okay, now we click on plugin install, choose file. We want to install from the plugin I have already, which is Oxygen Page Builder, which you won't find here. You will always find it as a file you have downloaded from your dashboard from Oxygen website. So since we have the license, we click on install. So our plugin is installed. All you need to do is to click on activate. Okay, once we are activated, we'll be faced with this page, or maybe we'll be landed in the other page, which I'm still going to show you either ways. So click on black install. And then you can find Oxygen Page Builder from here. Whatever tool you install, you'll be able to find them. Mostly, you'll be able to find them here, or click on plugins. You'll be able to find all of them inside of the plugin section. You want to actually disable a plugin, click on deactivate. And when you deactivate the button, you can now see the delete option. You want to deactivate multiple plugins, select on multiple plugins, click on bulk, deactivate, and apply. You get the point. So that's just the basic thing you need to know. So in Oxygen, we need to hover over the Oxygen and click on settings. This is where we need to activate our license or plugin license. So click on license area and click on Oxygen, select on our license and save Oxygen license. So our license is activated and we are good to go. So Oxygen is activated. We can find stuffs in the library area, enable third-party library and other things. We can actually install the rest of the plugins from here if we want to. Client control. General settings, you can find the general settings from here. Okay, SVG sets, not necessary. The CSS caching, I think this is very important. So click on regenerate. When you are done, click on regenerate. CSS, very important. And make sure you go to your pages and confirm there are no pages that are installed. If there are pages that are installed, delete all of the pages. Okay. Also hover on Oxygen and check on template. If there are templates that are installed, especially for Oxygen, select all of them the same way I told you the other one. Select bulk and delete all of them. So that's basic thing on how to purchase a hosting account, how to link it with your domain name, free domain name, which will be given to you, how to have everything like SSL and all of that things installed automatically, how to install WordPress, how to set up WordPress, and how to install your plugins. So we learned how to install the direct automatic plugin, and we learned how to install a manual plugin. If you have any question about this or have any course you want us to actually point out in the future, you can use the comment section below and you can ask your question, will be there. So do have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your week.